so that you can get the best of both worlds as a S corp and as a LLC. That is how corporations file bankruptcy, and none of the members are financially liable for the corporation.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
But LLC registration, a lot of with startups, especially with home-based businesses, they're really not home-based businesses. They're working out of their house.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
The banks don't like lending money to somebody working out of their house, but they don't mind a home-based business.
Okay.
And the difference in the two,
please help me out, because I'm looking.
I get that all the time. You're like, what? Working out of the house?
Home-based?
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
well, you have to separate the residence from the business. And the way to do that is to designate a suite number or letter to the business in the home. I live at 19 Main Street. My business is 19 Main Street, Suite 2B, Suite A, Suite 100, whatever you want it to be. Now, that can be a little crack in the corner. It doesn't matter. But if you do not separate the residence from the business,
right,
you're working out of your house. You're not a legal home-based business. And by doing that, then you also are able to take advantage of all the tax benefits of being a legal home-based business.
Okay. Now, how would you do that? If you own a home or you're making mortgage payments, how would you establish that?
Very easily. I'm going to open up a business when I go to the Secretary of State. See, in the past, you were able to go to Mailbox Express and these sort of things and get a business address. Banks are not, for lending, we're talking about lending, they're Googling that address. If they see that that's a home, UPS or whatever, you turn down.
Okay.
It's better to have a legal home-based business. So when you go to in the Secretary of State to establish the address, again, 19 Main Street, Suite 2B.
Okay.
Just that simple.
It's just that simple.
It's just that simple.
Okay.
Now, you don't go to the post office and let them know, hey, that I have a business at Suite 2B.
That was the next question.
That's your mailing address is a P.O. box. That's the next step on the compliance. With your home-based business, you still do not have your mail coming to your home. So your mail goes to a P.O. box. So, of course, establishing a Secretary of State, you can't use a P.O. box in order for your physical address. So my physical address is 19 Main Street, Suite 2B. My mailing address is P.O. Box 123. You see?
Oh,
you
okay.
See?
I got you.
Or whatever that P.O. box
whatever that
is.
P.O. box,
yes,
I got you. I understand. I got you.
And that's for your protection as well. You got to realize, for any of your public information, your website, your business cards, you don't want to have your home address out there, somebody to the public that can just show up at your house.
Yeah, be like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, knock, hey, So that's when you put your P.O. box on there for your mailing address for the business for any of your public information that's going to be seen.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Now, how long does it take to build a profile?
Well, that's an excellent question. And the way I answer that question all the time is it depends on how aggressive the individual is in working the profile.
Okay.
You see, like for my company, we have a 6-tier program in building your business credit profile. Real briefly, a business credit profile goes up to 100. It's called a PAYDEX score. PAYDEX, a PAYDEX score.
Okay.
A PAYDEX score goes up to 100. An 80 is considered a perfect score. An 80 is equivalent to an 800 on your personal credit.
Okay, got it.
My program gets you to that 80, that 800 equivalent, typically within 30 to 60 days. Yes. In 30 to 60 days, you can have an 80, which is equivalent for your as an 800 to your personal for the business, man.
Okay, but you got to go through all 6 tiers.
No.
Okay.
On my very first tier, I have 5 to 10 companies that's going to give you a line of credit from $100 up to $5,000 to get your business credit started. Now, this is important because just like your personal credit, nobody wants to give you credit when you don't have any.
Right.
These companies are designed to help you establish business credit. These are the only companies that's going to give you credit when you don't have any. Okay?
Right.
Electronics, cell phones, computers, paper, signs, ink. It's a nice array of companies. Nothing you're going to jump up and down and do flips over. But again, it's still better than your personal. Let's compare it to the personal.
Right.
When you wanted to start your personal credit, you had to go get a Freeman's or, these accounts that you didn't need any jewelry, but they were the only ones that would give you. These are least things that you can use in your business.
Right. Okay.
These accounts are net 30, meaning they're going to only give you 30 days to pay them off. Again, they're from $100 up to $5,000. Okay? Mm-hmm. And through our program, the way that I go about telling you how to pay that, I was going to say it, but I don't want to give the cookies away.
No, don't give it away. No. We got to save that.
But through the way I go about telling you how to utilize these accounts, okay, within 30 to 60 days, you'll have an 80 paydex score. 80 is equivalent to an 800 on your personal credit. And then from there, we go to Tier 2.
Right.
And Tier 2, the accounts are from $5,000 to $50,000. Now, Home Depot, Sam's, Lowe's, Best Buy, AutoZone, Sears, Nordstrom. A couple of months ago, I got a lady a $10,000 QT gas cards for everyone that's in Georgia. Who knows what QT is. But for her business, a $10,000. See, what a lot of people don't realize, and I'm glad I said that, QT, everywhere you go and spend your money personally, they have a corporate account. You just don't know the ask, and you don't have the business credit to get it. Macy's, Walmart, Sam's. I got a person a Rooms to Go. Best Buy, Men's Warehouse has a corporate account.
Who would have known that?
Exactly. So everywhere you go and spend your dollars on your personal side right now, they got a corporate account.
All right, let me ask a crazy question. Let's say Foot Locker.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I need to say.
They got a corporate account. You don't think that, let's see here. I was trying to think of an organization, let's say, that's sponsoring a team or whatnot. They're not going to go and pay cash if it's not donated from the actual label or what have you. If you have a soccer team and you personally, let's say, and you want to get shoes for the whole team. I wouldn't advise you go use your cash to buy. You go to Foot Locker and establish a corporate account and get the shoes through your corporate account, which is no money out of your pocket.
Right. That's how you move smartly.
Yes. And now you have terms, monthly payments that you're paying that's building your business credit even stronger.
Okay.
When you walk out your door, I tell people, I teach this at universities and colleges and technical schools and churches all over the country. All over the country, I travel and give workshops and seminars and whatnot on this. And when I tell them all the time, I said, you live in business credit, but you just don't recognize it.
Don't recognize it.
The house you're living in or an apartment, you don't think the owners or whoever owned that subdivision built that subdivision using their personal credit, do you? Absolutely not.
No.
No one builds a skyscraper, the Empire State Building in Manhattan. They didn't use their personal credit to do that.
No.
You see what I'm saying? No one builds a shopping center using their personal credit.
Right.
So even in your house, when you walk out the door and step outside your front door, you're in corporate credit. Everything you see was corporate credit.
Okay.
When you get in your car and drive down the street and turn right and you see the shopping center, it's corporate credit.
Right.
You just you just didn't have the eyes to see it.
How about, I guess, everything from purchasing clothes,
Macy's, Nordstrom's.
Nordstrom's and a car dealership, same thing?
Same thing. On my tier 2, the accounts are from $5,000 to $50,000, and that's where we're getting the larger accounts and the brand name accounts.
Right.
On tier 3 is equipment leasing, from heavy duty equipment to software. Now, the reason we like to lease here, most people don't know this. This is going to be great for the listeners. A lease is the strongest thing you can get on your credit, whether it's your personal or business. Nothing is stronger than a lease. Not a mortgage, not an automobile, not even a credit card. It's stronger on your credit, whether it's your personal credit or business, than having a lease on that account.
So, if I'm going to a car dealership and I lease a car, that's actually a good thing for me.
It's a great thing, whether you do it on your personal or business. It's not a good thing, a great thing. Because there's nothing else you're going to be able to get on your credit that's going to be stronger than that account.
Now, once again, no one's teaching this.
No. You got to understand, let's say the powers that be, the major corporations, these super wealthy people, they don't want it to be an even playing ground.
Okay.
So they keep this information from Main Street. You got to say, they want a Main Street.
Right.
They don't want you bidding against what they're bidding.
Right.
They don't want it an even playing ground. They want the disparagement in financial, social, and all this
Right.
sort
They
of
want
things.
that gap.
They want that gap. So, of course, they're not volunteering this information. Like I said, it's only, what did I say, 17 of us?
17
Imagine
companies,
that.
yeah.
How many lawyers and doctors and banks and other industries are out there? But it's only 17. And prior to this, when I started, it was maybe 5,
Right.
that was out to the public, let's say.
Right.
There were more than that, private people that were doing it.
So in saying that, when you got started, was it hard? Did you have to go through a lot of red tape?
I was blessed. I always give it up to God. There's no way that I was supposed to know this. I was in the financial industry. I had a mentor that worked on Wall Street. And I went to him, and I was like, I want to get into something that was not well known. I had an insurance license. I had this. I said, I want to do something different. And he said, are you familiar with corporate credit? I mean, corporate credit? No, not for me. At that time, I was helping people with their personal credit as well. Mm-hmm. I said, no, I never heard of corporate credit. And he started teaching me about corporate credit, and it was such life-changing that I decided, hey, this is what I want to specialize in. Mm-hmm. This is the direction. So I had someone that guide me through. And that's why I tell people all the time as well, there's a guy that's on, there's several people on the internet now.
Right.
Facebook and other venues that are giving these workshops on business credit. Now, you got to remember, before 17, they didn't even exist. Now, all of a sudden, they're an expert in business credit.
Right.
And they're giving these free courses or workshops or whatever on how you can build your own business credit. And yes, you can build your own business credit. It's just like I tell people all the time, I can change the spark plugs in my car. Uh-huh. Well, I used to be able to. Now they're so advanced you can't do that.
Right. They got the engine locked down. They don't want you touching
You don't even know where the spark plugs are.
Bring it to the dealership.
Yeah. But if I needed my transmission changed, yes, I could do it. But how long is it going to take?
Right.
How much money is it going to cost me? Is it going to be done right?
Right.
That's why they have a transmission expert.
Right.
I work with a lot of startups, and I do a lot of classes, and I with new entrepreneurs and people who are starting business, and I tell them your business is only as strong as the people you surround yourself with. You do not want to be all things to your business. You can't be all things to your business.
Right, of course.
You can't be the smartest person in the room all the time.
No, you don't want to be.
You do not want to be. But so yes, you can build your own personal business credit profile. Yes, you could be your own attorney in a court trial.
I don't want to do that.
Exactly. So you pay for what you get is a true statement.
Right.
And you want to go to people that are experts in that area. Stay in your lane.
Right.
And focus and surround yourself with people that are experts in their lane. that can give you the best advice. That knocks out a lot of trial and error. Right. Trial and error is one of the biggest things that in established businesses and new businesses, because they don't have access to good advice.
Right.
Or they don't want to get access to good advice. They feel, I work with a lot of millennials, and their attitude is, I can do this. I can go online and get the information and do it yourself.
Yeah.
Myself.
I was going to get into that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like with me,